Hey guys, Cynthia Maynard here, and here you see me using some Canson watercolor paper, cut to about 5 by 7, and I'm using a stencil there from Faber Castell, and I have mixed a mint colored gelato a little bit, just shaved a little bit off and mixed it up with the Faber Castell glitter glass bead gel, and it's this beautiful shimmery little iridescent type glass beads, and it mixes up really well with any color, or you could use it plain and just have the iridescent, but mixing it there with the mint makes this beautiful shimmery mint 3D texture, gritty in a good way gel. And so putting it through the stencil like that, just sort of randomly with the unfinished edges, just gives this beautiful look that later when it dries will really be really shimmery. So I'm shaking up, or what am I doing there? Okay, I'm dried that with my heat gun. I've got some distress stain here in the coffee. I'm trying to think, that's the name. I have to look that up. It is espresso. I knew it had something to do with coffee. And just spraying the corners there. It's a very dark brown. I know it might look a little bit black there, but it's actually a brown, and it's just very dark. And now I've got some Tattered Angels. It's a brown and gold sort of shimmer mist, and I'm just spraying, trying to get some filler with a lighter color brown, leaving some bigger dots there. I've got some Distress ink that I'm going to stamp this feather, peacock feather, that I've got from, that's a stamp set I believe I got from Michael's with a stencil set. And it's this great peacock feather, and so I'm just kind of randomly stamping that around. I like the texture that it brings, especially next to those dots there you see on the right side. So just kind of having it going in different directions. What have we got going here? I tried to stamp in a mustardy color and wasn't working out, so I switched to this. This is from Docrafts in a recent haul that I have, and it's a floral stamp. And what's nice about it is it's very thin lined stamp, and so it's giving a whole nother element rather than that thicker peacock feather. So just stamping it here and there, stamping right over the glitter gel, that's fine. It's not a problem at all. And just trying to create some balance. Give you a close up there. I have a wood piece from a little bag of little wood, not veneer, but just little wood pieces. It's kind of shaped like a label, and I'm taking it like a copper gelato and rubbing that into the wood and the mint as well. It was giving me a little bit of trouble trying to rub that in. It wasn't wanting to go right away, so I'm really rubbing there with my finger, and of course you can still see the streaks, so I was a little bit trying to think of what to do there. So I'm grabbing my go-to spray inks and shaking that up, Tattered Angels again, and kind of a goldish, brownish, coppery color there. And so trying to get that going, and that slightly helped, but it didn't really get rid of my streak problem. So I'm going in again with my gelato. The problem was I didn't want to use I felt like I was using a lot of gelato trying to fix my problem, and so I was trying to come up with a way that I could get rid of those streaks without using up a stick of gelato. So word to the warning there. I would probably do that slightly differently now, but you'll see in the end it all works out. But now I'm going in with some Distress ink that I used earlier, and I'm taking a paper towel there around my finger and rubbing and trying to not only add the Distress ink, but again trying to diminish those streaky lines of the gelato. And continuing to rub, starting to get a little better here. So I decided to go ahead and do some stamping. It says Collect Moments, and I think that's from a Stampendous Finnebear stamp set. I'm afraid my stamps got a bit jumbled and aren't with their proper packaging. So it says Collect Moments, and I stamped that in that distress ink right in the middle. That is from Graphic 45 that I recently got at the Great Lakes Mega Meet, and from the Enchanted Princessy set. Just kind of stamping randomly right on that wood piece. And now I'm starting to like how that looks. We're kind of getting rid of the streaky look we had before. And so I'm happy with that. Now it's just finding placement on my card panel. Not wanting to cover up my peacock feather, but at the same time wanting it there. I've got some tacky glue from Leans, and just putting that all over. You will need something strong since we're adhering a wood piece to the watercolor paper. We want it to be able to stick permanently. And so there, I found my magic spot. And you're going to let that dry, and you can see the glimmer there. I really liked how that turned out, the teal and the browns and the little dot stains, and really happy with that. Okay, thanks guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.